Hey Latin learners! Last time we created this amazing platform, and with the watermill powering the place, we have the perfect setup for really bringing life to this village. Let's get to it! Henle Vocabulary Lesson 25. These first 4 words are the most important of this whole lesson. If you come out of this video knowing anything, hopefully it'll be these first 4 words. Practice learning these. The first word is ubi, which means where. These are all question words. They're going to be found at the very beginning of the sentence, and thankfully their form never changes. So all you have to memorize are these 3 letters to know how to say where in Latin. In the same way, cur. These 3 letters are all you need to know the word why, which is a fun one to know. It's helpful for asking questions, most definitely. Then we have unde, which means whence, basically, which means from what place or where from. So basically, where do you come from? And then we have quo, which means whither, or basically, where are you going? Where did you come from is unde, and quo means where are you going? To what place? Where to? So practice those 4, those are very important. Then we have certus aum, or curtus, I guess. This word, you can kind of see it in the word there. Certain, or sure. That's kind of why I pronounced that C as an S sound, I guess, because of certain. And then we have barbarus aum. You can see this word in the Latin word again. This means barbarian. Pretty easy one to remember, and it's kind of fun. So then we have apud. Apud is a nice one to know. It means among or in the presence of, sometimes with, and it goes with accusative. And then we have plurimum. This word is pretty easy if you just think of the word plural. And you'll know there are very much, or very many of something. Very much, though. Then we have waleo, walere, walui, waleturus. This word is easy to remember if you think of a wallet, waleo. Am strong, am well, am influential. Usually there will be a pronoun or some sort of noun at the beginning of that. Waleo, I am strong, or I am influential. Then we have cerno, cernere. This means distinguish or see. If you are a discerning person, then that means you're able to see things that other people can't see necessarily. You're able to distinguish or see them, pick them out of a crowd. Then we have quis or quid, which is very similar to the relative pronoun we learned in the last lesson, except this is the interrogative pronoun, which means who or what. So this is the type of who that can go at the beginning of a sentence. Then we have ostendo, ostendere, ostendi, ostentus. I like to just think of the word extend, like I am extending a greeting to you, and you'll know I'm showing you hospitality. Show. Ostentatious is a pretty big English word. It basically means that someone is very showy. Then we have traduco. In the last lesson we learned deduco, which is just a variation of the word duco, which meant lead, right? This is kind of the same thing, except we have tra at the beginning. Traduco, traducere, traduxi, traductus. Tra there comes from the preposition trans, which means across. So I lead across. And that's actually basically what it means. Lead across. That one's not too hard to remember. Then we have clam. This one's a fun one. If you clam up, then you're hiding your feelings. You're keeping them a secret. This is an adverb, which means secretly. So this will usually be describing verbs. He secretly ran from his house to the trees. I don't know why he's doing that, but I guess we'll leave that to him. Alright, and then our last word is socius. Soki. This is really easy to remember if you just think of the word social, and interestingly enough, this word means ally. So, if you're on social media or you're in a social group, be their ally, don't be an enemy.
This looks nice. Hello, I'm Andy's sister. He never lets me talk, but that's okay. I like to build.
Alright, let's go back through these vocab words and see if we can remember them. Our first word, ubi, means where. Then we have kur, which means why. Unde, whence. I like to say it in a very fancy tone. Whence, from what place, where, ... from. The 3 dots just mean that there are some other words in between where and from. Then we have quo, which means whither, where to, or to what place. Certus, certain or sure. Barbarous, which means barbarian. Note that this is an adjective, but even though it's an adjective, it is often used in the plural to mean barbarians, even though it's an adjective. So be careful with that. Then we have apud, which means among or in the presence of. Then we have pluramum, which means very much or just very. Adverb. We have waleo, walere, walui, waleturus, which means am strong, am well, am influential. We have kerno, which means distinguish or see. We have quis and quid. It's only listing 2 forms here because the masculine and feminine are both quis. So quis, quis, quid is really what it is, but we're just listing 1 for, I don't know, for the sake of space. That's how Henle does it. It means who or what. Ostendo, ostendere, ostendi, ostentus. Means show. Traduco, traducere, traduxi, traductus. Lead across. 2 more, you guys got this. Clam. Secretly. And finally, socius, soki, which means ally. Great work, guys. Work hard to memorize these words before you continue into the exercises.
Look at that! We got a classy expansion to the industrial side of our island. Can't wait to see what's next. See you next time!